disgusting once you've brushed your teeth. Folks, what is going on? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Bobo. Welcome to Friday. Are we good to go? We're good to go. Hope you guys have had a good week. I do apologize for not being here yesterday. I truly didn't want to miss yesterday. I don't want to miss any days. I want to do the Bobo every single day. I love doing the Bobo. I'm going to be honest with you. I love doing the Bobo. This is my favorite thing to do. I feel like I can talk as freely as I want to, maybe sometimes a little bit too free, but whatever it is, the Bobo is absolutely lit. It truly is. A special shout out to everybody who's going to take the time to rock with this thing, watch this thing. If you're here now or if you're here later, a very special shout out to you guys. It is my hope to make this something that you want to check out. So there's that. In terms of yesterday, real quick, let me just say this. I do apologize again for not being here. I had to be over at the house first thing to make a materials run for the new general contractor, Brian, and I really need to do that this morning as well, but we've got enough work to hold him over until I get there. And folks, things are moving at a rapid pace over at the house. A lot of work has gotten done and a lot of things have happened and have transpired. And I'll be sharing those things with you guys today. You will be getting the exclusive behind the scenes. To everybody up in here, a special good morning to you guys. I see you all up in here. Denner, what's going on with you? Lynx, what's going on? Johnny, what's going on? How you doing this morning? I'm doing pretty damn good. Philly, what's going on? Knives, good morning to you. Coda, what's going on? John Scully, special shout out. Sam, I see you right there. Ali, what's going on? If I mispronounced that, I apologize. I'm just saying the first part of it. Chucky Gaming, what's going on? Candyman, Dark Carnival. Victoria, what's going on? Kate, Nino, Beta, what's going on with you? Awesome, MFX. Camel Fisherman, what's going on? I see a little message from you right here. Happy New Year to you as well, brother. Very special Happy New Year to you. Andrea, what's going on? Dope Beats, what's going on? Boogie, Savage Warrior. Everybody up in here. Sarah, Wavy Bear, what's going on? Daniel, Dead Dog, very special shout out. Long time. Silly Willie, Jessica, Hockey Monk, what's going on? Kimbo, long time. Catalina, good morning. Nav says holiday times can be pretty rough for some people, but we'll get through it. Caitlin, special shout out to you as well. All right, folks. Got a lot of shit to share with you guys. I tweeted out some straight bait game this morning. Oh my God, you'll never believe who I talked to, and that shit ain't no clickbait. We're going to be getting to that. I've titled this Bobo just that, but we have to save that. We can't get into that right now. Of course we can't. Let's start with the last video uploaded. I fired him. Oh, boy, I knew that was going to sting a little. My God, the comments on that video. Folks, we could get a week's worth of content just off of that video. Allow me to elaborate. My reaction to your reaction, the follow-up, the comments. My God, people called me every sort of scum of the earth piece of shit. I saw it taking place on the Facebook fan page. I saw people taking up for me as well. And look, it's not like this is what I wanted to do. I don't walk around acting like I just want to be firing people. I might laugh and joke about that sometimes, but this is my homeboy we're talking about. A guy that I have a deep amount of respect for. That was the last thing that I wanted to see happen. But it is what it is. People said that, I'd be airing out the dirty laundry. Folks, it's fucking YouTube. It is the drama that sells. Sex fucking sells on this family-friendly fucking platform. But anyways, needless to say, it was a video that I didn't even really want to address. Hence the fact that I titled the video, a little respectful. I didn't want to title the video, I fired Jellico. I titled the video, I fired him. And I didn't feel good about that shit. The video was about three things. It really wasn't even about that. I just mentioned it in passing. The video was really about how much the kitchen cost. Who the fuck is this? Who in the fuck is this? Oh, Oh, breaking news, folks. We did not get the landscaping gig. That was what that was right there. Talking about they were negotiating something. I was like, yo, what is this about? But yeah. So breaking news, we did not get the landscaping gig. I figured when I didn't hear back from it immediately, I figured it wasn't going to be good. And nobody wants to spend $3,500 on the landscape. And had I put it at $2,500 like I fucking said I should have, probably would have got it. But like Jellicoe has told me, and like many others have as well, you got to bid the job for an amount of money that's fair for you and enough money to make that job worth it. So there's that. But needless to say, getting back on track, the video was not even really about that. I mean, it was. And I knew people were going to get stuck on that part, and you got every right to do so. But really, I wanted to share with you guys how much the kitchen cost and the fact that we got a kitchen and how much we've spent on the house thus far. So there's been a lot of, the video was about a lot of things. But anyways, moving on. Where was I? We filmed a video yesterday. I couldn't even get a video uploaded. And the reason for that is because we are stuck trying to get this little rewind video done. I think that video is going to go for today, the 2019 rewind. Man, you don't even understand like the type of shit that I want to say in the text in that video. I want to say, God damn, man, look at all this shit that we done did. Let me give you guys the breakdown of what 2019 was on After Prison Show. We met a whole lot of people, and we fucking tried to help a whole lot of people. And the biggest way that we tried to help people was through all of these business venture, crazy, pipe dream-esque type ideas that we attempted to do. Cleaning business, moped business, moving and hauling, landscape, storage wars, house flipping, dumpster diving for couches. My God, we sure tried to do a lot. We like the low-budget Mr. Beast over here. I keep saying that guy's name. But it's pretty cool. We had some drama. We had a little bit more drama than I thought that we had, but that's cool. We incorporated all of that. We sure met a whole lot of people. We did some very underrated series. One part of the video talks about the cooking videos that we did. And one of the most underrated series that we ever attempted to do was After Prison Show Chopped. What happens when you take two convicts, put them in the kitchen, pair them up against each other, and you've got that After Prison Show wholesome comedy that just makes us fucking great? Yeah, the world slept on that series, hence the fact that we just said, fuck that. We only did 2 of those, but my God, it would have been great to put, I don't know, Jew Man up against Jeremy. Oh my goodness. This could have been great. But the world didn't want to see that. In fact, it seemed the world was more concerned with the mind of fucking Jake Paul. I'm kidding. I don't honestly care. Some things that we thought were great, they weren't that great. Who would have thought that doing storage wars, just unboxing bullshit, would have been the hot ticket item? I'll be honest with you guys. A little bit of, behind the scenes information. I fucking hated the storage units. Why? Because I had to fucking work really hard. I didn't want to do that shit, but we did it because those videos did pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong. I work hard sometimes. When we're doing the moving and hauling, I was definitely working hard. So there was that. But nobody liked the After Prison Show Chopped. I thought that shit was fucking genius. Dave versus Shannon, Dave versus Rabbit. Dave lost both of those. Crazy. Folks, can somebody let me know how many people are up in here? Because shit's about to get real quick. And I'm glad to have you guys here. There's a lot to talk about. I want to give you guys an update on the house. I want to give you guys a really big update. And I want to tell you who just fucking called me yesterday. And my God, you will never believe how this conversation went. It was pretty crazy. Coda, thank you very much. All right, what do you guys want to hear first? Do you want the house update, the big update, or who called me? You guys pick. House update, big update, or who called me? You pick the direction we go. Right now, we're sitting at a crossroads. We can go left, right, or we can go straight. Shout out to you guys for letting me know how many people are up in here. CB420 says Jellicoe. Sam says Yanni. Awesome says Peaches. The Fire Guy says Danny. A lot of people are saying some very good options right here. The call, the house, the call is the winner, folks. The call is the winner. I don't want to let you down with this. It's going to be a little bit of a letdown, but trust me, this is fucking crazy. Okay, we're going to go with the call first, and then somebody says Remy. Tall guy says Remy. Sarah says Danny. Folks, none of you have guessed the right person at all, and I'm sorry for that. I am sorry. Folks, I've just recently subscribed to EA All Access on PlayStation. $5 a month, I can play all the sports games without having to buy them. I fucking love that. I'm playing a lot of Madden. I'm playing a lot of soccer. And I'm playing a lot of, I don't get to play games all that often, but when I do, it's like my little time to relax. So yesterday I get about like 30 minutes to myself between the dogs going crazy, me getting back from the house and a long day over at the house, to just sit there and relax right before my wife gets off of work. Philly Mayor says Brian the contractor. So I'm sitting there relaxing, and all of a sudden my phone starts ringing, and the number is saved in my phone. I have this contact, and I'm a little perplexed and taken aback, and I'm a little confused at the same time. Folks, the name that comes up on the caller ID is Michael. Now, we know a couple of Michaels here on After Prison Show, and some of you might be like, Michael, who is Michael? I'll elaborate. Michael was the guy that ended up hiring us for the prison consulting work. That was one Michael from Michigan who got smoked in court. There was him. And there was another Michael. Michael was this guy that we met briefly. He did moving work with us. If you remember the scraggly-haired, kind of weird-looking dude, Mike, that guy. If you go back to the moving videos, he made an appearance a couple of times. Not very many times, and it was very brief. And then people would ask me, Joe, what happened to Mike? What happened with Mike? And I said that I shit-canned him. I ended up not really liking this guy. Now, he served time, and he was a hell of a talker. He told me about stuffing like a whole carton of Newports up his ass while he was in prison. I mean, the dude had stories he could have shared. How to keister in prison. Why ain't no prison YouTubers doing that? And who the fuck are all these new people? Get off my nuts. Thank God 2020 is going to be the year that After Prison Show really metamorphs. The guy who sold the copper, Victoria, exactly. He was the scrap metal guy. I met him because I had some scrap metal to come pick up from God. I can't even remember where I got it all from, but he came to pick it up. That's how we met. And then we began to utilize him with work. But every time that I worked the guy, he would constantly ask me for more money. Hey, man, can I borrow some money? And this guy ended up owing me like about $150 by the time I was ready to just shit can him, okay? But the fact that he owed me $150 wasn't the reason that I shit canned him. I shit canned him because one night, it's about 9 o'clock at night, this dude shows up at my house, makes my wife very uncomfortable. And, he's just talking to me about work. Hey, man, you got any work coming up? I ain't got no work coming up for you, man. Nah. And he gets a little bit of an attitude right there on my front porch, and I'm not sure if I'm going to end up fighting this dude right here on my front porch, but that's about the time that I'm on right here because I damn sure don't like nobody showing up at my house unannounced, especially at 9 o'clock at night. Y'all remember when the neighbor showed up with a blue moon? Boy, that throwback gem right there. So really, Mike was leaving like a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. No fucking homo. Okay? Sam, yeah, he came to my house. Didn't he owe you money? He absolutely did. But that wasn't the issue. Not only all of that, I also assumed that the reason why, and maybe, what they say about assuming, you make an ass out of you and me, because ass is in assume, there's also a you in that word, and me, the word me is also in that word. Very crazy. Sick Boy Rick says that white man beer, you better bet it. That was a crazy story. Mike also kind of gave me the assumption, I had the assumption that this dude was doing drugs. How can I work you all day long and you make a good wage? You make a good wage. You're making, what was I paying? I think I was paying $13 to $15. I think I was paying $13 an hour for my movers. It wasn't $15 an hour. Joe, you cheap bastard. Well, keep in mind, Joe was bidding them jobs pretty low. So a lot of the times I was making exactly what the movers were making. And I'm doing the work too. I'm the fucking owner of the company. What kind of sense does this make? But how can I work you, and I mean, it was sporadic and part-time at best. This was never a fucking career move. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember ever telling this guy that it was. But how can I work you from time to time, and then when I do work you, you still got the audacity and the brazenness to call me like right after you leave with some kind of a crazy story talking about, hey man, I need to borrow some money. Can you cash app me? And many a times Joe would cash app this dude. And not very many a times would I ever get paid back. In fact, when I would work this guy, I would take 20 or 30 bucks off of the total that he owed me. And he just kept digging himself into a deeper hole. I thought the dude was getting high. He came over to my house at 9 o'clock at night. I didn't like this guy, hence the fact I never utilized him again. Never fired him because he wasn't ever really an employee. I just never used him again. Well, fast forward a couple of months down the road. I can't remember exactly when this was, but this was a couple of months ago, maybe a month or two ago, to be more precise. It's one night me and my wife were getting ready to go out to dinner, or we're coming from somewhere. It's probably like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I'm at the 7-Eleven, and who do I see pull up right beside me? I'm getting gas in my wife's Jeep. And before I see him, I hear his vehicle pulling up, and this dude drives the most broke down Nissan Pathfinder. And I'm not trying to degrade the man's vehicle. I'm just really giving you the adjectives that describe the vehicle this man drives. It was a piece of shit. And it sounds like, the fucking, the belts are about to fall off this thing at any moment. Squeaking and all sorts, grinding. So before I even see this vehicle pulling up, I can hear this. It almost sounds like a fucking dog that got its tail caught in the door. Before I can even see the Nissan Pathfinder, I hear this familiar sound pulling into the 7-Eleven parking lot. Y'all wonder why I fucking love doing the Bobo? Because my storytelling is better than anybody who could ever go in a library and tell it to some fucking kids reading Dr. Seuss. I got bars. Had I really pursued rap, I would have been better than Eminem. Tell him I said it. I don't give a fuck. It's 2020. It's the year to go in for real. So all I hear is this dog barking and yelping coming into the 7-Eleven parking lot. I look up and sure as shit, it's that fucking shit-stained colored green Nissan Pathfinder pulling up into the parking lot right next to me. Now, I'm not driving my truck. I'm driving my wife's Jeep, so he doesn't even recognize that it's me. Or maybe he's too geeked up to really recognize it. Because all I know is when he jumps out of the motherfucking Pathfinder, he's got that Quagmire jaw going on. Giggity. Giggity. He don't even see me. It's like I'm invisible. I'm playing like motherfucking Call of Duty, Battlefield or some shit. I got the invisible box. I don't know shit about video games. Giggity, this motherfucker pulls up. Doesn't even see me. I got the invisible cloak, shield, the fucking armor like goddamn Magic the Gathering cards and shit. Pulls up right beside me. Giggity. Y'all want, I'm the best that ever did this. Doesn't even see me. Doesn't even recognize I'm there until I say, I knew it was you when I heard that piece of shit pulling into the parking lot. I'm kind of trying to make light of the situation because the last time that I saw this dude, he was at my house at 9 o'clock at night. I knew that was you pulling into this parking lot when I heard that motherfucking dog yelping coming up in here. Gosh. He doesn't really respond to this very well. He actually has a little bit of an attitude. Or maybe I caught him by surprise. Maybe I sobered him up just a motherfucking for a millisecond. So regardless, when he recognizes me, he doesn't really say shit. Kind of gives me the stank eye. Maybe I'm fucking up his high. Like I'm impeding upon his motherfucking methamphetamine buzz. Oh, God. Ironically and, weirdly enough, and back then I was still smoking, so not only did I fill up the gas tank, I got to go inside to get me a pack of them Newports. So I'm going into the store, and it's just a really awkward situation. I'm behind him in line. This guy owes me $150, mind you. He's getting gas, or maybe, no, he's getting a pack of the cheapest cigarettes in the world. I don't know what those are. But he's getting a pack of the cheapest cigarettes in the world. He pulls out like a handful of fucking pennies and lints and buttons. Drops that on the counter. He kind of looks at me like a fucking abused animal just for a millisecond, like maybe he's going to shoot his shot trying to ask me for some more money. But he probably remembers, oh yeah, I owe this guy $150. So that's probably out the fucking window. He pays for his fucking Pall Malls and then he's gone. Limping up out the parking lot. That was the last time that I saw or heard from Mike. That was 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Fast forward to last night. You'll never believe who I talked to. Guess who I talked to? The title of this Bobo. I'm sitting on the couch playing Madden 19. My Patriots are 11-4, and we're getting ready to get knocked out of, well, beyond that. We made it to the playoffs. We got a first round bye. We made it to almost the division championship, the AFC championship game. We did. We made it to the AFC championship game. I was playing the Chargers. Who the fuck would have thought the Chargers made it to the championship game? And they beat me. So, oh shit. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yep, coming. I had to get this package. I had to sign for this. This is for my wife. It's her medication. I had to be here for this. Okay. So anyways, we're back. Forgive me. I didn't mean to leave. I'm just getting knocked out of the AFC Championship game on Madden. By the San Diego Chargers. What fucking universe does this happen? So I immediately cut the game off, because if you cut the game off immediately, you can replay it. But if you go any further, you're dead. The season is over. So, I've quit smoking, but I swear I am still so fucking short of breath. It's crazy. It's actually gotten way worse since quitting. I'm probably about 3 months or maybe more than 3 months of no smoking. Okay, but anyways, I cut the game off, and no sooner than I cut the game off, all of a sudden my phone rings. It's Michael popping up on the caller ID. I only know 2 Michaels. Michael, who used us as the prison consultant, and Mike, who owes me $150. Tell me why. I answer the phone. And of course, it's Mike that owes me $150. Haven't talked to this guy. We are on bad terms. But meth is a hell of a drug. Meth will make you forget who's your enemy and who you're not cool with. Meth don't give a fuck. Not Meth Mike. Meth Mike got balls of motherfucking glass. Like a glass motherfucking light bulb crack smoking tube thingy. So anyways, I pick up the phone and I'm like, hello? Because I already know this is going to be some bullshit. And he's like, hey, it's Michael such and such. I don't even know this dude's last name. Hey, it's Michael such and such. Hey, look, I know we haven't talked in a while, but look, I just sideswiped a car, and if I don't pay these people $200 by 6 p.m., they're going to call the cops on me. Look, if there's anything that you could do to help me, I don't want to go to jail. It's 5:30 when this dude calls me. I can't even say a word, and I'm usually so outspoken. But I can't even believe this, right? You owed me $150. Fuck the money that you owed me. but we're not even on good terms. I've all but told you to go to hell. And out of nowhere, you're going to call me. I ain't talked to you in months. Meth is a hell of a drug. He hit that quagmire. Giggity. Let me call up motherfucking Joe Guerrero. Call me up. Hey, look, man, I just sideswiped a car today. I don't even think he said he just did it. And I've been calling, I'm trying to remember like verbatim. I wish I would have fucking recorded this. And I've been calling everybody I know trying to scrounge up some money. Mike, still up to the same old shit, ain't you? You still ain't got no fucking job? You are still not doing shit to where you can find yourself in a situation like this, right? Now, because I'm such a nice guy, I would end up giving him I'm fucking kidding. There's no fucking way in hell I did that. But because I'm such a nice guy, I'm actually feeling bad about the fact that I'm about to tell this dude to go fuck himself. I mean, no. I'm about to tell this guy no. And I'm feeling bad about this. And really, he's not even letting me get a word in. Yeah, so I just sideswiped this car, and, I've got to get $200 by 6 o'clock. That's how much they told me to give them, or they were going to call the police on me. And, I've called everybody that I know. In hindsight, when I look back on this, I thought to myself, if you sideswiped the car, dog, you done did way more than $200 worth of damage. Then, you know what I really wanted to say? This is really, really hindsight. What I really wanted to say was, goddamn, that yelping ass dog, that limping ass dog is still on the fucking road? Does that bitch still stand? Does that motherfucker still sound like, arr, 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 arr? How the fuck you sideswipe a car? You sound like a goddamn ambulance coming up behind people. Matter of fact, when you behind people, they ought to be pulling over. Shit, is that the goddamn 911? Oh no, that's a Nissan Pathfinder. You got balls of absolute meth pipes of glass. Like, really? You would imagine when you're driving a vehicle getting higher than motherfucking SpaceX, than the Falcon Heavy rockets. You would imagine when you getting high, you want to be incognito. You want to be low profile. Bitch, you driving around the motherfucking Ghostbusters car. Arr, 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 arr. Who you gonna call? Hey. Goddamn, you mean to tell me that shit's still on the road and they ain't hear you coming by? How you sideswipe somebody when your shit sound like the motherfucking police sirens? No bullshit. This man called me, asked me for $200. I don't even like this guy. He knows I don't like him. Because, he sideswiped the car. Now, really, what I should have done, but I didn't want to entertain this, I should have got the camera out. As soon as I was on the phone with him, I should have been getting the camera ready. Mike, you need how much money? How much money did you say you needed? How much money did you say you needed? Oh, $200. That was it? Just $200? Let me mute this real quick. Folks, we have a crackhead live on the air. This is live crackhead PD. Man, fuck, why ain't After Prison Show a $1 billion motherfucking empire? You got live PD and live MD. Dog, we got live meth rock crack pipe action. We're going live to Chesapeake, Virginia, where it appears that Michael Meth Maniac Giggity Quagmire is attempting to manipulate $200 for another fix. I should have began to film this. I didn't, though. I wanted to get back to Madden. I needed to restart the game, for God's sakes. I wish I would have allowed him to come over so that I could be like, damn, what you driving, a tank? I mean, because I don't see no new scratch marks on your car. No, and then you got to think to yourself, like, what lengths will a crackhead go to? What would you really do for a Klondike bar? I mean, a meth rock. What would you really do? Would you run a brick down the side of your piece of shit motherfucking Scooby-Doo van? Probably. Shit, he's probably going to want proof. He's probably going to ask to see my vehicle. Let me take this motherfucking paver stone and just run this shit slam down the side of my car. Fuck, I can't believe I did that. I thought he was going to say yes. Knives says, always remember, Joe, my mom is watching with me. I do apologize. I know I've got a dirty mouth. Long story short, folks, I would end up saying no to this dude. That was it. You're going to say no? Look, hey, I figured I would try. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck. Write me from jail. If you're going to jail, just write me. I mean, I can legitimately just download this, turn this into a video today, and call it, I allowed somebody to succumb to their addiction and get arrested. It's because of me that Michael Meth-Face Giggity Quagmire, is now incarcerated. We got to lock him. I said lock him up. We got to look him up. I don't remember his last name, though. Fuck, another knock on the door. Who could this be? Appreciate you. Thank you. No problem. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I was actually kind of freaking out right there. I thought that it potentially could be Mike that time. I was like, oh my God. Woo! That was scary, but it wasn't. Shout out to you guys. I wanted to share that story with you. It'll take me like 5 minutes to get my breath back now. God bless it. So anyways, yeah. Oh, the implications we could have had with all of that happened yesterday. But unfortunately, we can't. It'll never be. All right, moving on, folks. You guys wanted to get the house updates. Let me go ahead and give you that real quick. Folks, yesterday, Get Shit Done Brian really has gotten shit done. Folks, all of the plumbing is now done inside of the house. All of the jacks are now installed underneath the house. The joists are completed. We've got a total of 9 jacks underneath the house. The house is more secure than Fort Knox underneath. All of that is done. We've got the subfloor completed. The bathroom is damn near all the way framed out. The chimney hole in the ceiling is covered up. And Brian is actually ready to begin on the electrical. This dude does everything. He's a Class A contractor. This dude is fucking great. Paralyzed Potsy says, I like Brian, but his TikTok is fucking cringe. I'll be the second to agree with you on that. It is pretty cringe. But Brian's like he's a GQ type of dude. And I saw a comment when we first introduced Brian that said, how's this grown-ass man got a TikTok? Folks, it was news to me as well. But like single dads on TikTok is sort of like for single dads like the Plenty of Fish. Girls be on that shit. I'm not like women, like grown folks be on TikTok. So there's that. And that's what he does. Now, his video that went viral is no longer up there. I don't know what happened with that. He told me like all of a sudden the sound stopped working in the video. He showed me the video, but now it's gone. I don't know if it's like got a certain amount of time that those videos disappear. I don't know. Sean says, GQ laughed my ass off, dude is missing teeth. Yeah. Serbia says, what's Brian's TikTok? It's, get tight now. Tighten up now is what it is. At tighten up now. That's it. But yeah, so a lot of work has gotten done at the house and more work is getting done today. Electrical is getting done. The dumpster's supposed to be picked up. I know they are going to be pissed off about that dumpster. That thing is super overfilled. And folks, Don't let me bore you with this, okay? Because trust me when I tell you, I'm about to throw a major jab right up in this that's going to catch all of y'all off guard. So make sure you're here. All right, don't go away. No, don't go away just yet. I sound super thirsty. Plumbing's done. Foundation work is done. Moving on to the electrical. Pee-wee and I yesterday began doing the cabinets. We actually started putting together that $1,700 IKEA kitchen set. Breaking news, folks. That fucking kitchen is super cheap. It's almost cringe. It's so fucking cheap. It's all fucked up. But whatever, we got that in there. I had to go buy a refrigerator yesterday. I bought a $100 refrigerator. We got a big video that we filmed. And long story short, here's where the real creme de la creme is. As I'm filming yesterday's video, the video is about updates on the house, me going to buy a $100 refrigerator off of OfferUp. You already know what my luck has been like with refrigerators off of OfferUp. It's not been very good. Well, folks, I would strike out again yesterday, still buy this. And so we're doing work on the house. And then I keep talking about we got a special guest that's going to be joining us. Well, folks, that special guest would end up showing up. And see, I fucked up. Because I mentioned that the special guest was going to be joining us. Now, I'm going to tell all of you about it. But don't be mad at me when you see the way that this turns out on a video, okay? Because we're going to kind of clickbait this shit. So the video is going to be called You'll Never Believe Who Showed Up at the House. And who that person was. Well, first, the way that they pull up to the house, we're filming. They come in, they are drunk. They got a 40 in their hands. And they're pissed. And folks, who that was, who showed up at the house yesterday, the special guest, was Jellicoe. Oh, boy, though. Jellicoe showed up at the house with a beer in his hand, acting like he was drunk. Hey, Joe, how dare you? You can't fire me. How you going to fire me? See, that was, Jellicoe just trying to have some fun right there. Because to give you the backstory, since the video came out, Jellicoe and I had a long talk. Jellicoe would apologize quite a bit. Jellicoe would tell me that, he pushed himself way too far and way too hard. He's working for three investors. And I don't know if that's including me or if that's me included, but working for three different people who've got their own list of demands is way too much. You know what I mean? So Jellicoe said, hey, look, man, I've taken on way too much. I've ran myself ragged. I've ran my homeboy Dave with the dreads ragged. He's like, but this is all I know. And all I want to do is succeed and, And I completely get it. Because I do the same thing. I might not work as hard as Jellicoe, but trust me. I'm up at 4 or 5 o'clock every single day, Monday through Sunday. Planning, editing, working, whatever it may be. Jellicoe apologized. And I told you in the video when I fired Jellicoe that, I still consider him a friend, and I hope he still considered me a friend. He told me he was pissed at first when he saw the video. But then he said that it was really a reality check for him. I would tell Jellicoe, let it be me who gave you this reality check and not one of your bigger, badder investors who are giving you really the bulk of your work. Let it be me. Because really, you were only, I don't want to say you were like part-time or something like that, but you were fitting in this house in between all of the other work. So this was something that you could stand to lose, and maybe something that you needed to lose because you really need to take a break. So, Jellicoe and me had a long conversation prior to him even showing up. And he wanted to show up yesterday, and he wanted to film. And I wanted to, look, one thing that I told him, I said, Jellicoe, just because what happened, happened. Don't ever think for a second that you're no longer a part of APS. You were absolutely always a part of this. It just wasn't the right fit with the house. And I've hired Brian instead as the general contractor. He's got the time to do it. And he knows everything. So Jellicoe said, look, I'm going to come by. I need to pick up a couple of things from the house. I said, that's cool. He said, if you're filming, let me know because, I kind of want to come in and act kind of crazy. I said, Jellicoe, absolutely. Jellicoe deserves to have the opportunity to share his side of the story, and I'm not going to ever not allow that. In the past, I have not allowed that because I don't give a fuck about some of the other people that we've cut ties with. Some people have definitely done shit to deserve to get those ties cut. Not everybody. And just because you might not see certain people all the time, i.e. Dave, Rabbit, Dave with the dreads, anybody, don't jump to conclusions thinking that, shit is bad. With all of those people that I mentioned, things are perfectly fine. But, there's other situations, and just as well without me even having to say it, there's been situations that have ended bad. With Jellicoe, I fired him. But I didn't do so I didn't do it from a fucked up place. I had to do what was best for me. And ultimately, hopefully, this is what's best for him. It is a reality check, whatever the case would have been if it was something different. I don't believe it's anything different. I truly believe it is Jellicoe working himself to death. People dragged me in that video. Joe, you are a piece of shit. How could you? This man bent over backwards for you. He absolutely did. He rocked with me 100%. But there were times, many times, where, there was no calls and no shows and unreliableness. And trust me when I tell you, you're going to want to see what Jellicoe has to say. It's not all, some kind of a skit. Now, I wish that I would have made it that. Because looking back on hindsight, just with like the meth mouth mic, we could have staged this in a hell of a way. Could you imagine? We're just filming over at the house. All of a sudden, Jellicoe shows up. He's drunk. Me and him get to fight in like a rice gum Fousey tube type of a fight. Oh, my God. Millions of views. But see, right now is the wrong time for that. It's the beginning of the year. The ads are dead. We're killing it. We are killing it, and we ain't making no money. I don't even want to upload these videos, to be honest. Shit's fucked up. And what's even more fucked up? Here's a major reality check for me myself. On the 15th or after the 15th of this month, I'm going to be uploading a video. I can't wait to do this. Called I'm Broke. By the 15th of this month, I will be absolutely broke. If you knew how much money I had prior, I can't tell you because it's more than you could think. I am absolutely fucking broke after the 15th. I've got to pay these taxes that are going to fucking body me. There were three major things that happened, and one of them happened at the worst time, and that was the taxes. I bought the house straight up cash, the repairs straight up cash, and then the taxes straight up cash. Those fucking destroyed me. So I can't wait to upload that video because I know the naysayers and the haters, they're going to be tuned in. That video will get a lot of likes. And it's not because people are like rocking with the After Prison Show. It's because they preyed on my downfall. Yes. Thank God. It finally fucking happened. He can't go out there and be flagrant and flex seal or flex tape. He can't do it no more. He can't do it no more. Thank you, Nibby. Thank you.
Joe, you said it in the Bobo in your video that you were still friends, that it was just business. Those WHO truly follow APS and pay attention knew it wasn't drug related.
Yeah, well, that's true. But, it is the internet, for God's sake. So most of the time, look at the way that video performed in comparison to other ones. That video's done amazing. Why? Because it's the drama. Oh, my God. Thank God. Things are fucking falling apart. So when I title that video, that's going to be called the update with Jellicoe. The thumbnail is going to be him walking in with that beer looking drunk. Oh my God. Guess who showed up? He showed up at the house drunk. Oh God. Why has it got to be the beginning of the year though? Why has it got to be the beginning? So, yeah, the 15th is going to be very, very, very sucky. It is. Ironically, though, I'll only be broke for like a couple of days, and then
We only see a fraction of you APS in the team. I'm sure a whole bunch of other stuff goes on that we don't see.
Oh, yeah, you better fucking bet it. You better bet it. Folks, so there's a couple of videos right there that are going to be coming out. Today, it is the absolute hope to get this damn rewind done. This rewind is fucking lit. I mean, it really is. It starts off absolutely.
I asked this on FB, but I was wondering what happened to Dave with the dreads. I remember. He was supposed to be sentenced in December, and we haven't heard anything since then.
Yeah, so Dave.
Will we see him again?
Yes.
At After Prison show.
Yeah, paralyzed. Yeah, absolutely. Dave with the dreads, he went to court last month, and he ended up getting that continued. He got that continued. I don't know when he got it continued to, whether it's this month or it's February. I don't know for sure. But, you know, supposedly he is supposed to be having to go serve some time. He's supposed to be going to doing some program. I think he's got to serve at least a minimum of 3 months. He is doing fantastic. And you know why he's doing fantastic? That is completely because of Jellicoe. Jellicoe is taking this dude up under his arms, taking it upon himself to basically be like this fucking mentor for this dude and help this guy get his license back, help this guy purchase a vehicle. Dave, he's got his own vehicle now, and that's all because of Jellicoe. He was over at the house not too long ago doing some stuff to help out. So, yeah, there's that. I like that guy, and if I could feature him more, I would, but the deal is Jellicoe works that guy to death, as he does himself. So there's that. John Scully can't wait for the rewind. I absolutely can't wait to get that thing up. Joe says, how will you only be broke for a few days? Because all of my money is going to taxes. I will have the least amount of money that I've had in the longest time, but then I get paid in a couple days after that, so it'll all be back. It will be. This is look, and I'm not even telling y'all this to flex, okay? I had a lot of money. The most money I've ever had in my life, and I've only had this amount of money a couple of times. Like twice, maybe. And then I went to go purchase this house. And then I went to go do the repairs on this house and then the taxes on this, my taxes. And I knew that once all three of those things finally hit me, they were going to hit me the hardest that I've ever been hit in my life. But I share this with you because I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't buy this house to start felon flippers. That wasn't the game. That wasn't the plan. I'm not just doing this to flex, oh, look what we just did. We went from storage wars to online auctions buying a house. That wasn't the point of this. The point of what I did was I've been 4+ years doing this. Since me doing this, there have been more people who have showed up to copy exactly what I do, which I don't necessarily I don't respect that at all, because what I consider that is you taking food out of my mouth. You taking something that I created, and now you copying me. Oh, God. Lord! And here we go. The emails begin about this fucking tax shit. So I don't respect it. Don't ask me to collaborate. Don't ask me what I think. I don't care. I truly don't. Do you. And pray that you get ad revenue, and pray that you can get to a point that I get to, or that I've gotten to. What I've done with this house is this is my what happens after YouTube. That's what this is. And once we get rid of this house, once we sell this, which hopefully we will, and we will not be in World War III, and we will not be in some kind of a fucking recession. In the city where my house is located at, there's been a murdering spree. For the last 2 days, there's been a homicide, and looks like we're off to a good start for the year. Can't imagine what that's doing for the property value. But once I sell this house, I'm going to go buy 2 at the same damn time. And I don't even care if I got the money to repair them. These are my these are my retirement plans. And that's what it is. This YouTube shit won't be here forever. And by the time it's all said and done, I will do my McJuggernaut exit. Not going to Storyfire. But shout out to him. I hope that works out. When I watch this guy's video, he left YouTube after like 10 years, 10 plus years, 14 years on that platform. Like, I can see the disgust in his face talking about the platform. I get it. Trust me, I get it. It is a fucking... It is what it is. I'm supposed to be the humble one. But trust me, I will, I'll say exactly how I feel. How disrespected I felt when After Prison Show Chopped wasn't, received the way that it should have been. But regardless, neither here nor there. Folks, we're doing a good thing. When you see this rewind, let's go back to O2 says, how many of your videos get monetized? It is hit or miss. And let me tell you something. I probably shouldn't even say this. I'm not going to say too much about it. There's no way that you can ever tell what you will or what you won't do. You'll think that you're doing well, and then you'll see that you're not. You have no idea how to judge how things are going to perform one day to another. So just because a video might be monetized don't mean that it's going to make shit. And what I know, I know this without knowing. It's almost like a stock market. And as a creator, you don't know nothing. You're kept completely in the dark. So you don't know what if the day is up or if the day is down in terms of ad. Maybe today they've only got the shit ads. But maybe tomorrow will be the better day. And maybe we fucked up and uploaded a video that we thought was our creme de la creme on the wrong day. Or maybe it got flagged for some stupid fucking reason and we can't get it monetized. You can't even imagine how many videos we had problems with that we never should have. Good videos. Powerful videos. But neither here nor there. We've done a lot to help people, and that will be shown in this 2019 rewind. We started a lot of businesses in 2019. All of them failed, but they all came from a good place, trying to help. So it is what it is. Folks, I got to go ahead and wrap this thing up. David says you should do the Twitch thing more. I fucking love this. I was so upset when we lost it for the time that we did, and it's my hope to just be able to be here. To be doing this with you guys. We will have a video for you guys today. And thank you, man. Thank you for rocking with this thing. The house is coming along. I'm hopeful that everything is going to turn out good with that, but only time will tell. Honestly, if things are fucked by the time we're ready to sell. I asked the guy Brian yesterday. We were in Lowe's. Lowe's is my new home improvement store because it's a mile down the street from the house. And because this particular Lowe's is so fucking nice. The people there are just really, really nice and helpful. I want to address something real quick. Let me get this off of my chest. I don't know. I saw Rebecca commenting saying that After Prison Show wasn't just a success because of Danny. And to anybody who ever thought that After Prison Show was a success because of Danny, you need to understand this. I absolutely created Danny. I'm like the motherfucking State Farm commercial, Aaron Rodgers' agent. You know how it's always Aaron Rodgers' agent versus the State Farm agent? I'm like that motherfucker, except better than that. I'm like Jerry Maguire type agent, except without the show me the money part. I don't want to put the money part in there. What I mean by that is, folks, it was my direction, my ideas. From the time that we met this dude fucking homeless, where I said, hey, let me tell you about what I do. For anybody who thinks otherwise, you're out of your fucking mind. If you saw the blooper reels from all of the times that we filmed, I'll give you one example. I will share with you the fucking behind the scenes as real as it fucking gets. When we did the video from when Danny was in isolation for God only knows how many years, and we actually got that VHS tape, and we went to a fucking thrift store right across the street from where we had to go pick the tape up from, and luckily we found that goddamn VHS player, the VCR. And we're in there and we begin playing the tape just to even see if it works. You know, we're watching it. I'm filming the TV as the squiggly lines come up, and then boom, the tape starts to play. And I'm like, okay, great, this thing works. And then I show Danny, who's just standing there looking like neither here nor there. And I say, cut. No, cut. This is fucking YouTube. Cut. No, Danny. That's not the right look that I need for this. Danny, I need you to see this fucking tape and to just give me that puppy dog sad face and just shake your head. Like, I can't tell you how many times I fucking Steven Seagal Spielberg that fucking series. So don't ever insult my YouTube creator giftiness or whatever. I mean, it is what it is, though. You know, had it not been, and I take that to a 12. Let me break it back down to a 1. Had it not been for the amount of effort that we put into that series and as much money as After Prison Show put behind that dude, because it wasn't just me. It was barely me. That would have not been anything that it really was. So, there's that. Yes, the whole thing was just a series. It was a series of a guy who spent 40 years in prison. That was it. That's what it ended up being. So, the fuck. Ain't nothing about it fake, because motherfuckers found his goddamn paperwork. So, there's that. Folks, shout out to you guys for being up in here. When do we find out if your dad got you the four-wheeler, LOL? He did not get me the four-wheeler. He didn't get it. He got me a portable table saw instead. Far more valuable than a four-wheeler. I got to wrap this up, folks. I got to go to Home Depot and or Lowe's and go get materials for the house. Folks, you're going to have a great video coming today. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for being a part of the Bobo. Tell somebody who has never seen this before, hey, you've got to see this crazy motherfucker on Twitch. Thank you. Have a great day, folks. Enjoy the weekend. I'll be looking forward to bringing you an awesome video and returning with the Bobo on Monday. And until then, peace.